Previously on Realms of Nerds, The Return of Ornon.
Alright boys, let's get away from this wall.
You suddenly hear a roar from one of the side alleys, and you get blindsided by this massive drow elf. The soldiers are going to pick you up. We don't have any skilled healers here. We need to get back to the main force.
Malleoculus, have you come back to release me from my bonds and face me as a true foe?
You hear a few clicks, and the door pops open, and standing in front of you is one of Sage's soldiers. Mikhail, it's you. I'm headed north. I need to find Michael and deliver him a message. We've captured the queen.
I will attend you, soldier.
This man was wounded in the combat against a great foe. He needs medical attention.
Then, let me see what I can do. And with that, I cast Lay on Hands and pull from my healing pool 10 points.
I literally just rolled a 5.
Your healing spell does not work. You are unable to control the magic. You're going to take 3 points of damage, and with a snap, your leg breaks. Just as you turn the corner, you see Michael, who is up in the 3rd story of a building, jump off of a balcony and digs one of his massive swords into the wall to slow his descent.
Join the fight, brothers!
Yeah, there's a temple for Tiamat.
He wants to look for something, a smaller pedestal, and unhook the monocle of Latudu from his cloak and put it on the altar.
As your hand kind of makes contact, with the monocle and the altar at the same time, you feel a sharp pain, like right behind your eyes, but it's only for a brief moment. Seebo, the blood even within your veins starts to feel red hot and almost burning within your insides. And suddenly, the monocle flies with incredible speed and smashes into your face, throwing you backwards onto the ground. And then we jump over to Joshamee and Brunhilde. You have been in this tower for a while now, and you've started to get a little bit nervous because you have realized that these soldiers have noticed that you're up there. Joshamee, you in particular did not sign up for full-scale war, and you were feeling very, very nervous when suddenly Brunhilde wakes up. Suddenly, the window you're standing next to goes completely dark for a few moments, and then it glows yellow as the massive eye of a dragon looks in. Let's start with the group of now rejoined heroes. So we've got Mikhail and Rhomash have joined back up together. And so you guys were up, I think, right kind of near the north gate.
Well, he'd already broken through the north.
Right,
Yeah.
but I think we said that...
Weren't we near that number 7 that's on the inside somewhere? At that crook?
I think right near that kind of crook in the main path coming from the north gate is where we said that you guys were at. Okay, so, so you, Mikhail, you have just returned. I think that this little skirmish that was going on when you guys got there has wrapped up, and so now there is, the remaining forces are all kind of, readying themselves, checking for injuries, all that good stuff.
Okay. And it looks like our team is taking control of more or less the field here, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, where you're at, you've pushed back the soldiers that were there. Most of them were killed as Rhomash's forces came up in this kind of pincer move
Right.
they really helped Michael's forces take the day. So the big chunk that was at the North Gate fighting with Michael have been destroyed, and what was left ran off into other parts of the city.
Okay, and do we know that the queen has been captured?
I don't think I don't know. Rhomash does not know. He was never told.
There's
There's a lot
the
of
messenger who saved you.
Yes, the messenger who saved you knows.
Okay.
But I don't think that,
He told you.
I don't think he told you. He just got you out and said, I'm going to report to Michael.
But he's with us?
Yes, he came with you.
I think our best bet is just to keep going to Michael. Honestly,
Okay.
I feel like that's what they would be doing right now.
Yeah, so anyways,
regrouping.
Okay.
I think there's a, so in this, like, little intersection, there's a building right here on the corner that's a, kind of a tavern, like, meeting house kind of area. It's got big, long tables in it, and, Michael has moved most of the tables to the edges, and he's had just one of the big ones left in the center, and he's using it as sort of a makeshift command post to plan the next part of the attack. So you see the messenger that came with Mikhail has gone over and is discussing with Michael, and they're having a discussion for a few moments, and then Michael gestures for the two of you to come over. My friends, I have terrific news.
What's up?
Sage and her forces, along with Joshamee, have captured the queen of this city.
Woohoo, does that mean the fight's over?
It would appear that that is not the case. Either these soldiers do not purely fight on her orders, or they are unaware of what has happened. Whatever the case, Sage only took a very small force with her. We must do something to reinforce them.
So, what's the next plan of attack?
Our intelligence indicates that the temple at the center of the city is the main basis for life here. If we can take that part, not only will we have good avenues into the rest of the city, but I believe they may surrender at that point.
Then, by all means, let's muster forces and head directly there.
I think we should send a small group over to the castle where the queen is to reinforce them, just in case some forces try to take the queen back. They probably won't be able to hold out that long if one of their main forces goes to attack them.
My companion has a point. I agree.
By the way, you wouldn't happen to know anyone who has like a splint or something for this leg, would you? It's kind of annoying to be limping around like this, like a gimp or something.
Oh, yes, of course, my friend. Go and see the medics over there. And he gestures to an area across the street where you see, like some crates of like bandages and things have been brought in, and there's people treating the wounded.
Solid. I'll be right back.
Rhomash heads over to the medics.
All right. So then Michael is going to turn to you, Mikhail. Mikhail, who do you think best to lead the force to reinforce the Queen's captors?
How many men do we have remaining?
My commanders are still working on a head count. It appears that we've probably got a force of about 10,000 strong left.
Still to come through, or do we have them in the city?
No, most of the forces were already here. The last remaining ones are just coming through now. They were left to guard the supplies, and as you look, you actually see that not only have the medical supplies come in, but like more like wagons and crates and whatever are being brought in. We were worried that when we attacked the city, the enemy might launch a counterattack on our forces waiting on the other side of the portal, so they stayed there to guard the reinforcing supplies.
Mikhail just takes in a moment, and he pauses in awe and realizes that they have already set up shop inside the walls without clearing them. He's amazed. But he doesn't question it, so he is going to,
It's just ballsy.
yeah.
Okay. I do want to point out that it's what they're bringing in is not so much setting up shop.
Right, it's just their medical supplies and...
Right, they're like trying to get everybody rearmed so they don't have to completely
Regrouping.
exit the city.
So, like, inside the walls of the initial striking force.
Yeah, so they are still inside the walls, but I guess I just want to make sure I'm not giving you the impression that, like, they're building a summer home here.
Right.
This is a quick rearm and refuel kind of thing.
No, I'm following now.
Okay.
So inside the walls, so is the 10,000 strong outside the walls then?
No, what he's saying is that most of them are now in the city. The last, like, remaining few were coming in with the reinforcement supplies because they were guarding all these supplies to make sure that the enemy didn't cut off the supply chain.
Well, I'd wager that no more than an additional 3,000 would be needed to reinforce the castle. As long as we can keep the pathway between there and the temple also clear and open for communication. We should take and concentrate our forces on capturing the main control center.
Agreed. So then, would you be willing to lead this strike force?
Do you mean to the temple? Or the castle?
To the castle.
Sure. I can regroup with my companion who was captured.
Captured? What do you mean?
Well, outside the walls, there was a skirmish. Due to our companion Rhomash.
Yes, I mean, I saw that. She didn't get out?
She's, I assume, with the group that has captured the queen.
Well, we can only hope so. This city does not hold much hope for those who go in alone. Well, Mikhail, if there's nothing else, you may rally with your commanders over there. And he points to off into the corner of the room. There is another table where several of his lieutenants are seated, poring over a map. Those men will be your strike force commanders. You may discuss your plans with them.
Fair enough.
Okay, Rhomash.
Yo.
I think you've gone over to the medical tent, and after a few snide jokes about how the magic boy should be able to heal his own leg, they put a splint on you and have sent you on your way.
Okay.
So-
Rhomash is ready.
What did you wrote down what I said the effects of that were, correct?
Yeah, you halved my speed.
Okay.
Yeah, that sucks.
Okay.
Well, it'll have to do for now.
There was, like, one doctor there that's like, well, there's nothing else we can do. We'll have to amputate.
To which Rhomash would have replied he would burn his face off if he tried.
I think Rhomash kind of, like, growled and had just, like, a little bit of flame come out of his nose. And they're like, all right, we'll leave the leg.
Okay, keep the leg.
If you want to keep the leg, you can keep the leg, but you probably get gangrene.
All right, so Rhomash, you've now had your leg healed up, so you've got about 500 troops that are still left under your command. Are you going to join Mikhail's strike force, or are you going to go with Michael towards the temple?
I'm going to go with Michael to the temple, because I imagine Rhomash is still in like that mode of wanting to keep the battle going. And he figures Mikhail can handle the castle with his force, so he wants to try and take the main command force of this city to end the battle.
Okay. So, let's jump over to Seebo. What's Seebo doing?
Okay, well, when we last left off, Seebo was on the ground floor.
Correct.
Of the temple, and he just went invisible, so 45 minutes. And he is going to attempt to go back up, find like a window or something, and find somewhere he can sneak out of this temple. He assumes the ground floor is going to be heavily protected, all the ins and outs, so he's going to go up a little ways and look for something there.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll give you, just because I won't even make you roll for it since it's very obvious, but you do see quite a bit of activity from these different soldiers that are on the ground floor walking around, even more so than when you went down before.
Okay.
A lot of them look out of breath or battle-worn, so you get the general impression that they have retreated from somewhere.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead and do a stealth check for me, though.
18.
Okay. And you're just trying to get, like, up a level or two?
Yeah, just a little bit ways up so he can try and, like, teleport out a window onto, like, a roof or something.
Okay.
He's a jumper.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that you get up onto the first floor, and actually, I'll say you can make it up, since from the first floor there aren't really a lot of rooftops you can see. You make it up to the second floor. However, as you get up there, there is a large group of guards that is blocking your way to where the balcony is.
How many is a large amount?
It's probably about 5 of them.
So the balcony is the only way he can see out?
Well, do a perception check for me.
Okay, that's a 12.
Okay. You see the balcony as the only main way to get out, and then you are also near, like I said, a few of these floors have like an open middle, because the ground floor has that big vaulted ceiling.
Yeah.
So you can kind of see like through the front doors to outside the building, or not even doors, but like the front pillars to the outside. So you could like teleport to outside the front of the building if you wanted to. But you wouldn't be able to get incredibly far away from the front of the building if you did that.
Okay. So Seebo is going to slip away towards the center of the temple, and he's going to look through the monocle and teleport down to the front pillars.
Okay. So you do that, and you are now about 3 feet away from the like main pillars that are holding up by the front of this building.
Okay.
I assume you're not staying there.
No, Seebo is going to, he saw that when he was first coming into the city that the main force was attacking from the north.
Okay.
So he's going to make his way towards the Patriciate region.
Okay.
Right in front of the temple.
Okay. I'm going to have you do another stealth check since you're basically running through the open here.
Ooh, that's a crit fail.
Ooh. Okay.
It's like a clown at a funeral.
Seebo, you get about 20 feet away from this pillar when your foot catches on a loose cobblestone. You tumble and the monocle falls off of your eye and you become visible again.
Oh, my eye!
Hey, there, look!
Okay,
And there is now a large number of guards rushing out of the building coming towards you very quickly.
Okay. Seebo is going to look for the monocle on the ground.
Okay. Do a,
I'm sorry.
My glasses. My glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
Shaggy, help me find my glasses.
Crunch.
I can see. I can fight.
we're gonna call this,
Death by humiliation.
we're actually gonna call this a performance check, because I want you to, like, act under pressure here to see how quickly you can scoop this up.
It's 21.
Okay, yeah, you find the monocle. It only bounced about a foot or two away from where you're laying.
Okay, he gonna slap that bitch right back in his eye.
Okay.
So he can see.
Alright.
And then I don't know if I want to use another charge on it.
The guards are about 10 feet behind you right now.
Did he get a look at how many there were over there? Before tripping?
Like how many did he see coming out?
Yeah.
There's no quick save button, dude.
Yeah, no, there was quite a few in the building. You didn't stop to get an accurate number.
Okay.
There is more than you can quickly count as you glance behind you. And you've got about 3 seconds before they're on top of you.
All right.
And Yakety Sack starts to play.
All right. Let's try this. Seebo is going to pull out his grappling hook,
Okay.
and he gonna throw that bitch to the nearest building.
Okay.
Will he be yelling yeet as he does it?
Yeah, do an athletics check on that.
Wow, Seebo standing up on pillars, wraith-like, throwing grappling hooks. It's really Batman Day for him.
It's gonna be a 19.
Okay. Yeah, so you connect with the building.
Okay.
Sounds like a pretty acrobatic move.
Sounds like he's going to be Woody at the end of Toy Story with Scud, like, holding his leg as he's holding the rope.
Take care, Rhomash, for me.
Fuck that guy.
Okay. 15 doesn't beat your AC, does it?
Nope.
You are the luckiest of lucky because not only do you connect with your grappling hook, but none of these soldiers are able to connect with their spears as you swing away.
It's like freaking Robin Hood.
However,
So, yeah, I was
Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers.
However, because you were standing on the ground and you basically just hooked to the building and swung, you have now gotten away from them, but you are basically at the bottom of the building. You're only like 3 feet up the building.
Okay, and how tall is this building?
Like a perfect plumb line. He just stopped.
Basically,
Right?
yeah. This building is... this one's 3 stories.
Which is
30 feet, give or take.
We'll say 40 feet.
oh, okay.
Better get clambering, boy.
All right, I guess. Yeah, he's gonna just start climbing up the building. I can make it 25 feet.
Dude, he's better than Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man.
Okay, you make it...
in like my turn. If
Okay.
it was like combat or
Yeah,
whatever.
so you make it 25 feet, and then the archers are gonna try to hit you here.
This can't end well.
It ended well last time.
Okay, that one's gonna connect. That's a 20.
Okay.
Is 19 hit?
Yep.
Okay. And that's not gonna hit. So two of them connect here.
If they're using longbows, they best have disadvantage.
Why?
Because I'm not far enough away for them to be using longbows. But you're the DM, so you get to do whatever you want.
No, they don't have a limited short range.
5 feet.
For
If it's-
longbows?
For any ranged weapon, if it's
Oh.
5 feet or under, it's
I thought longbows
disadvantage.
was
Okay, well you're farther away than 5 feet. So
Oh, yeah.
all right, so you're gonna take 10 points of damage as 2 of these archers connect and put arrows in your back.
Okay.
That's not so bad.
Well,
I mean,
not so bad.
considering I'm at 7 health
Arrows
and
in
have
my
nearly
back,
killed
I'm
myself
under
like 3
attack.
times.
Okay, so you've got another 15 feet to reach the top of the building.
Okay. I mean, he can scramble
Are you
up.
doing that?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
can scramble up.
yeah.
No problem.
So you're now on the roof of the building.
All right. And then from the top of this building, does Seebo have any kind of vantage point to see into the city where fighting might be going on, or?
Go ahead and do a perception check.
18.
Okay. Off to the southwest, you see a very, very large dragon flying around.
Okay.
And below you, you obviously see a lot of pissed off guards.
Flipping the bird.
And to the north, you see mostly just bodies laying on the street. Both, your companions and these enemy forces as well.
Okay. I guess Seebo's gonna take off towards the north.
Okay.
Staying on top of the roofs of buildings.
Okay. Do an acrobatics check for me.
16.
Okay.
Wait. Yes.
Okay.
One jump ahead of the bad guys.
Yeah, I think... Okay, so Seebo is now jumping along the rooftops and is making his way uptown, I guess.
Uptown fuck you up. Uptown will fuck you up.
Well, I was going to say making his way downtown, but that's not
We
really
do that
the
one
We
case.
too
split into
often.
3 different references.
All right, so let's jump back to Joshamee and the unconscious Brunhilde.
I am conscious now.
Oh, you are conscious now, that's right.
wakes up in time to see a dragon eye poking.
So
through
you've just seen a large dragon's eye basically obscure the entire window of this room that you're in. What are you gonna do? We need to get out of here. 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 We need to get out of here.
Somewhere that if you don't move, they can't see you.
That's an old wives' tale, Rockhammer. We need to move.
Listen, it might be true.
I'm 99% sure it's not true.
And Sage, what do we do?
From down below, you hear a voice yell out,
This is your last warning. Release the queen and come out now, or you will be destroyed with dragon's fire.
Go suck on an egg.
Well, I guess if we stay up here, they're not gonna kill us, right? Because we have the queen.
You said something about dragon's fire. I don't know. We either get dragon's fire or we get suckers down below.
Throughout the entire time that you have been up here, Arlana has actually been a very cooperative captive. She has been sitting quietly in the corner of the room.
Oh, damn it.
But at this point, she now stands up and faces you. How much do you know of the ancient powers of this world?
No. You don't get to talk. See, you're a prisoner. I've been a prisoner.
And
I know.
She just holds up a finger to you.
Wag a finger at me. Ooh, mighty powerful.
Long ago, long before most of this world was created, there was nothing but the most powerful beings ever to roam the world, and one of them, the most powerful of them all, was named Tiamat. And she is the ruler of, well, everything, really.
Let me just stop you right there. Your little puny god means nothing to me in the face of Lord Moradin, the Soul Forger, the one who could strike Tiamat down with a single pinky finger.
Oh, how quaint. Anyways, long ago, Tiamat realized that she needed servants to do her bidding. She could not be everywhere all at once, and so therefore she created 5 powerful avatars, dragons that could do her bidding and be an extension of herself. And sometime after that, these dragons developed the ability to shapeshift. Some say that they can appear to you in the form of an old hag or a merchant in the street, or even a queen. And then she just turns and surveys the room once and just says, "Bye-bye now." And then beneath her, the floor opens up into a ring of fire and she drops and vanishes.
Oh my god, was she still talking? I fell asleep. This is like history. This is why I dropped out of school. Holy shit, where'd she go?
She just...
Speak up, we gotta find her.
She just fucking left. She just
out
fucking
the door?
left.
Out
No,
the window?
like a puff of smoke. Like a fucking rogue. Just gone.
Listen, I might be a rogue, but that still sounds superfluous.
Do you not see the ring of ash on the ground over there?
Then go through the ring of ash.
How would I force you through the ring of ash?
And outside you hear a dragon roar.
Oh, I'm so tired of this fucking dragon. Is that dragon still, like, eyeing us through the window, or do you just, like, fly around away and again?
The dragon is, now circling the building again, but is very close. Like, sticking almost to the point where her wing is scraping the building as she flies past.
Listen, that dragon's been out there eyeing us forever. Why don't we just fucking shoot it or something?
Do you want to piss it off?
No, but you could kill it.
You think we're gonna be able to kill something like that all by ourselves?
I don't know. I steal jewels. I'm not a hero.
Yeah, and so you shouldn't be making these assumptions that we can do these things.
I'm sorry, but this, quote, greatness was thrust upon me by a certain sage who decided to let me be the ringleader, and I don't know what to do. I've never known what to do. I always fly by the seat of my pants.
And as you're talking, you glance over at Sage, and she is standing very still. She says, "This is very bad."
No, you don't think she fell through the ash floor and now we got a dragon circling the building. Of course it's bad.
The fact that you are so supremely ignorant that you don't understand what just happened is mind-boggling.
Listen, she kept yapping and I got bored. I kind of tune things out when they get boring.
Joshamee, just stop. Thank you. Well, we've lost all of our leverage. I think maybe it's time to get out of here.
Do you think they're gonna let us out that easy, though?
Well, we can retreat farther into the castle. At least we won't be stuck in here.
Did they give you any way to talk to the outside? Like, any way to communicate with anybody?
No, I sent my messenger to let Michael know that our mission was a success, but this was either a success or a total failure. There was no room for error here, and there's been error, apparently. We need to move. Everyone, clear the barricades. We need to get out of here. And so Sage's troops start clearing out the barricades. And you hear outside the window another roar, and then you feel the tower shake and hear the screech of stones as dragon's claws rip into the side of the building. And this time, you don't see an eye through the window. You see teeth. And lots of billowing smoke.
Exit stage left. Joshamee is literally out of the room now.
Okay. And as you're running, as the last people get through the door, Sage is actually the last one out, and she slams the door shut and just dives for the ground as a torrential, just think of it as a monsoon, but of fire. Just like engulfs this room. It's so hot that through the cracks where the stones have been fitted together in this wall, the stones start to glow red as the heat seeps through. And then finally it's over.
That's some good stonework.
Okay.
Stoner work.
Let's go to Mikhail. How are you taking your troops on your mission here?
Well, I presume that the main group would be heading down the main artery to the temple.
Correct, yeah.
And then we would just break off and head further south down that secondary artery to the castle.
Okay, so you're just going to stay with the main group until you get to the temple?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's where we kind of split off. In the time that this transaction with the queen and the dragon attacking the castle, I presume, that's where that all took place. Is any of that visible kind of like over top of the buildings? Or do you need it? Okay.
No, definitely not, because, well, I guess go ahead and roll a perception check. There's not a whole lot you'd be able to see, but I guess there's the possibility you could see something, depending on how you roll this.
19.
Okay. So I'll say this. This is literally like almost as far on the other side of the city as you can get, so it's quite a ways away. I think that you just see like a flash of this brilliant red-orange, and then like a lot of smoke billowing up from that side.
Does anybody else with me notice it?
And
am I past the temple at this point?
No, you're still standing up here in this crook where the base camp is.
Well, on second thought, Captain Michael, let's make that a slightly larger group than 3,000. I'll take 5.
I'm not sure if it's wise to send such a large force that far away from the temple. We might have trouble holding the temple with less men.
Yes, well, it seems by my eyes that the situation at the castle has more or less escalated.
What do you mean?
I do believe there is a dragon, and he has made his attack on a situation there.
We saw the tiefling riding the dragon. I had no idea he would be using it in combat. This is troubling.
I agree. Do you see my perspective now? Or shall we let war waste in the time of contemplation? The time is for action.
Agreed, but action before proper forethought can lead to ruin. Here is my thought. If we attack the temple, if the tiefling is truly a friend of this city, he will come to the temple to defend it. Then we can attack this dragon on our terms.
Sounds fair. So when I have assessed the situation at the castle, I will return with my group, as generous as you may be, with them at the temple immediately to regroup. Does that sound fair?
Completely. Let us do this. I will give you 1,000 men to make you a more mobile force. You get in, assess the situation, and come back as quickly as possible. And then we will dispatch as many men as needed. Agreed?
That's fair.
Alright, it is done then. Rhomash, gather what troops you have left. You're with me.
Alright, let's do this shit. And if Fred makes one more snide comment about my magic wielding, I'm gonna stuff my scimitar so far up his ass, it'll poke out his nose.
He flips you off, and when he does, you realize that he's built a little miniature splint and put it on his middle finger.
Alright, that's it. Come here, Fred. I'm gonna chop that fucking finger off.
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker!
Fuck you, Fred.
Who'll let you be in charge of this regiment?
Wow, I love how Fred has like 8 different voices.
That's not supposed to be Fred, that's a different dude.
It's Fred, Ted, Red,
Ned.
What about Zed? Nope, Zed's dead.
Zed is dead.
Zed is dead.
Alright. So, this fighting force is now moving along the main road, pushing towards the temple. As you push along, you kind of get along this long sort of stretch after that little crook in the road without much incident. You see a few, dead guards and stuff from when the battle was initially raging, but other than that, it's pretty much clear. As you reach this next bend in the road, Michael calls to some of his archer regiments and says, "Take positions up there on top of the roof. You'll be able to get a better shot at the guards in the temple from there." And he directs them to climb up onto the roofs towards where this number 6 zone is.
Okay.
I don't like how quiet it's been going down these streets. They must be preparing for a counterattack.
Agreed. I'm sure that they have something planned, and everyone, arm yourselves! And as he yells out, a small shape has quickly slid down a rope off of one of the roofs and is running towards you. And just as you are readying yourselves for combat, you realize that it is Seebo.
Being a nerd as an adult can be difficult. Life gets a little busy to constantly be staying up to date with nerd culture.
Let's see, there's work,
Life,
bills,
stress,
relationships,
kids.
So you wish you could just turn something on during your hectic life that would keep you up to date at the push of a button.
Look no farther than the 30 and Nerdy podcast. I'm Josh.
And I'm Tyler. Here on the 30 and Nerdy podcast, we enlighten, educate, and entertain with all things nerd.
We discuss, debate, and break it down on what's going on in nerd culture from the past, present, and future. And you know the cool part?
We're 30, so we bring it to you in a less hectic way and easily accessible through your favorite podcast platform. But no worries, you don't have to be 30 to enjoy the show.
So relax and keep up to date with us as we bring you nerd news you need to know, but don't have time to go searching for it.
So come nerd out with us at the 30 and Nerdy podcast on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, or wherever you cast your pod. Cheers to you, nerds.
Hey gang, RJ here. Thanks for listening to episode 26 of the Return of Ornon campaign. A few things before we get back into the episode. I mentioned it before in previous episodes, but if you like watching Twitch streams, you can catch both me and Harrison over on Twitch streaming games like Minecraft, Splitgate, Destiny 2, Kingdom Hearts, and more. Both of our Twitch channels generally stream family-friendly content. You can find links to the channels in the episode description. Our Patreon program that I've mentioned several times before is probably going to be starting up here within about a month or so, and we're still looking for suggestions for rewards for patrons. So far, for suggestions, we've gotten things like stickers, buttons, having exclusive episodes, and giving shoutouts in some fashion. We're going to be figuring it out all really soon, and we'll let you know as soon as we launch the Patreon program. As always, don't forget to follow us on social media, like on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We also have some Discord communities you can join. There's mine, the Red Blade Productions Discord, which encompasses this podcast, the Cedar Country Podcast, and my Twitch stream communities, as well as a Discord for Harrison's Death Flash 5 Twitch community. Also, if you haven't already, be sure to follow us on your favorite podcast app for new episodes as they drop, and don't forget to share the show with other people that you think would like it. As I often say, word of mouth is one of the best ways to grow our listener base. All the links for our social medias, Discords, and a nice link for sharing the show with others can all be found in the episode description. If you're interested in checking out the podcasts that we promote at the start and the end of this commercial break, the links to those are also in the episode description. Thanks again to our friend Kyle for composing the show's main theme. Thank you all so much for your continued listening support. I'll talk to you all again when episode 7 of the Vastanoka Adventures comes out, but until then, take care and enjoy the rest of this episode.
Hey, Andrew.
Hey, Maddie.
Do you like horror movies?
I sure do.
Well, did you know that most horror movies are inspired by real-life horror?
Really? Like what?
Well, take The Shining, for instance. That's based on Stephen King's real-life addictions, or The Purge, which could be our country any minute now.
Oh, and The Strangers, which is based on a real-life murder. People should be talking about these things.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey, Producer Michael.
Hi. Well, I hate to break it to you, but somebody already is. It's you!
That's right! We are Friday the 13th, the podcast where we talk about horror in real life and horror in media, all from an LGBTQ perspective.
Because we gay, y'all.
We are proud members of the Legion Podcast Network, and we can be found on iTunes, SoundCloud, Stitcher, or wherever your favorite podcasts are found.
And follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Come along with us on this crazy journey, and as always,
get slayed!
Seebo!
Hey guys, you missed me?
Where the fuck have you been?
Oh, it's a long story. Right now, we really need to take this temple, or else literally hell will break loose.
Whoa. No. What the fuck's up with your eye?
Oh, this sticky situation I found myself in. I ended up performing a little bit of unsupervised blood magic, and
you what?
Yeah, it's really not that bad. I mean,
that's what they all say.
No, I mean, I think I can see through stuff. Like,
hold. Blood magic. Who is this temple for?
Well, if I had to take a guess, I'd say, the dragon lady Tiamat.
And, Michael looks at you and gives you, like, the most disgusted look.
Yeah.
Tiamat.
You hate Tiamat, I get it. That's why we're down here in the first place, isn't it?
We must eradicate them.
Agreed. We can waste no more time.
Yeah, fuck Tiamat.
That's what I was saying. They have a portal to hell down there.
What?
Wait, whoa. Who's Tiamat again?
The dragon with 5 heads, and, they have a real nice statue of her in the main entryway.
Hold on. Because Rhomash, being a dragonborn, just asked, who's Tiamat again? Everyone around him just kind of pauses.
You gotta remember, he had his brain ripped out. He doesn't know fucking shit right
most
now.
people don't know that. if this is the truth and there really is a portal, we can waste no more time. This could spell doom for the world.
Let's fucking move. Let's go.
Agreed. To war!
Alright, I heard something about some archers on my way over. I did some scouting. They have a large presence on top of the temple, and they have small scouts set up across the temple on the balconies. So we're gonna need a pretty large archer company to be on the roof surrounding the temple if we want to stand a chance.
I understand. Join my men. Assist them in setting up positions. And he yells up to the roof, "Commander!" And one of the archers sticks his head over. "This man will be accompanying you. Use his knowledge to set up your positions."
I'm not really a man.
And he actually, when you start to protest, he picks you up by the back of the shirt and throws you about halfway up the wall, back towards the rope that you just slid down from.
I'll take the hint!
I love Michael.
He just yeets you halfway up the wall. And so now you're up on top of the wall with the archers.
Okay.
He's not going to take no for an answer on that one. All right. So everybody else starts marching forward. All right, Joshamee and Brunhilde, you guys are in something of a situation. What are we doing here?
We're running.
Run.
Running quickly.
Run. Fortify.
Okay. So we'll say you've reached the bottom of the tower, and you can see that the guards are starting to move in towards the castle. Where are you going?
I'm not really much of a war person. I don't know any tactics. What should we do?
You guys just keep moving in. Keep out of their sight. I'll stay at our 6. Make sure that everybody gets down the stairs. Okay.
Okie dokie. Joshamee is down the stairs. Oh, he's halfway, and then he stops realizing he shouldn't be the first one.
You go first.
And then he pauses and waits for some of the soldiers to go by, and then he continues.
Do what you do best.
So
You're a sneaky boy. Be sneaky.
Sneaky time.
Everybody starts filing down the hallway, and some guards break through one of the doors down where you just came from, and seeing you retreating, they are rushing after you. Are you running, or are you guys turning to fight them?
How many are they of them versus of us?
So Sage and her group accounts for about 20 people.
So 22.
And the plus 2 is 22. There is a group probably about double your size, about 40 or so, rushing towards you.
See, I'm pretty weak as it is.
Oh, kind of HP wise?
Yeah, I only have 4.
Can't you heal yourself?
I don't think I have any more
spell slots.
Yeah.
Womp. Is there any way to sneak out of there? I mean, I know they see us, but to try and sneak out from where we are, or is it just one way through and it's through them?
No, you guys are going the other way from them. You're running away from them.
Okay.
But my question is, are you turning to fight them here, or are you guys just going to keep running?
Joshamee's going to keep running.
I guess, what does Sage want to do?
I think Sage she's a little bit farther up the hallway from you. She has stopped in the hallway and she's standing there, but she's not moving either way. She's not moving towards where you are, but she's not retreating either.
All right, boys. Nobody lives forever.
Hey, and you say what now?
Okay.
I guess I'm going in first.
Okay. You have, since you are joining the battle first, I'll give you the first attack here before we do, the full initiative here.
I guess I'm hitting the first guy I see with my hammer.
Okay.
So they're right on top of you?
12? No, 13.
That's not gonna do it.
Womp womp. Sad trombone.
Alright, so go ahead and roll initiative. Joshamee, are you coming back for this fight, or are you
when she
away?
called the battle call, he's skidded to a stop and is fuck me. Because you don't want to be alone in this castle.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Joshamee, what you got?
11.
Brunhilde?
15.
Okay. First up is the soldiers that are attacking. So first they're going to go after Brunhilde here. So that is 11. So I know that's not going to hit.
Alright, I'm going to use a repose. Use your reaction and expend a superiority dice to make a melee attack.
Okay. Go ahead.
That's a natural 20.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's going to do it.
Okay, well, so 22 plus 6.
Am I really attacking?
My guard. Oh shit. Okay. 28 damage.
Okay. Yeah, he dead.
No need for a description. He just did.
Yeah, you just absolutely destroy this dude.
Body check ends in totally fucked.
For their other attacks, the soldiers go after a couple of Sage's people, and they're unsuccessful on both. Brunhilde is actually up again.
15?
15 does not do it.
Oh. Scheiße.
Okay, Joshamee's up.
Alright, well, Joshamee kind of was trucking along, so he's not super close, but he's still, engaging.
Okay.
Obviously, Brunhilde's like right by some of them, I'm guessing, and soldiers are because they just fought each other.
Yeah, the battle has commenced. You're running up from way back, so everybody's already kicked off.
How far away am I?
I'm gonna say you're probably, 25 feet. I mean, you moved up quite a bit as she was doing her initial attack of opportunity, so...
He's going to draw a short sword and his long sword.
Okay.
And... He's going to attack one of the guards, I guess. We'll do long sword first. 16.
That will hit.
Okay. And the short sword is 10.
Nope.
Okay. So that's 5 slashing damage.
Okay. Alright, so Sage's men are up. And they're successful on 2 of the attacks. Back up top to the soldiers. One soldier is going to attack Brunhilde. That's a 19 against AC.
No.
You're fucking made of stone, I swear to God.
Another one's going after Joshamee. That is 23.
Righty ho there, neighbor.
And he hits you for 4 points of damage. And then they attacked Sage's men and actually won 2 of those. Brunhilde, you're up.
Alright. I'm gonna take a swing at the gent who took a swing at me.
Okay.
Oh, Bonza. Okay, 21.
That hits.
Okie dokie. 15.
15 points of damage?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Alright. Yeah, he's looking pretty messed up. Joshamee.
Alright, different day, same story. Short sword and long sword combo.
Okay. Combo breaker.
Wombo combo. That's an 11. With
Nope.
The long sword, and the short sword is the same thing, an 11.
Alright. Sage's dudes are up. They won on one of their attacks. Next up are the soldiers. First things first, one of them's going after Brunhilde. That's a 20.
You got me, boss.
Long pause.
Yeah.
Fox,
All right.
I'm going down.
And Brunhilde gets hit for 7 points of damage.
Bomb, bomb, bomb.
She's done.
Alright, Brunhilde is down. So they won one of their attacks against Sages, guys. Okay, Brunhilde, you're up.
Let's see if I live or if I die. Oh, first one's really good. Okay.
Was that a 20?
No, it's an 18.
No.
Joshamee, you're up.
I don't remember. So what happens when I do a medicine check on somebody that's down?
Oh, you can stabilize them. So they don't have to make death saving throws, but they have like a couple, like you roll a d4 and that many hours till they wake up.
Correct.
Well, you know what? He was successful on that lesson, so I'm not going to go quite yet. I'll just try again at this one, dude. How many soldiers are there, by the way? 40, right?
There are 35 left.
Oh, God. Why did we attack them? Well, that's a critical fail with the longsword.
Okay.
And then a natural 20 plus 5, 25 with the short sword.
Okay. Go ahead and do your attack with that.
Okay.
Are you attacking the same guy that you were attacking before? Yeah?
Why? I mean, might as well. He's the guy that's there. What's my other D6?
I mean, technically, they're all right there. Like, you're in a pitched battle in a very small hallway. Like, they all right there.
Yeah, I know, but if I just, like, leave him to attack another guy, he can get an attack of opportunity unless I disengage.
Fair.
So that's going to be 1d6, but then I also have the sneak attack since that one landed. So that's going to be 2d6 plus that. 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
Stabby, stabby, stab.
He pretty messed up. Since you missed and you critically failed the first one, there's going to be an attack of opportunity on you.
Yeah.
However, he's going to have disadvantage because you did land the second one, and because you're a rogue and you got your sneak attack and stuff, I'm going to say that you're a slightly harder target to hit. So 19.
Yeah, that's going to hit. And the fact that was a disadvantage, that's sad.
Yeah, he rolled a 14 and a 19 on the dice, so.
Well, either way, he would have hit.
Yeah. So. That's 6 points of damage. You get smacked with the spear.
I'm going to actually use my uncanny dodge if I can. I know. Wait, can I? Because it was an attack of opportunity.
On this one you can't.
Okay, so 6 points damage.
I don't think because
I didn't think so.
Attack of opportunity. I don't think you can use that because I think that requires that you know that it's coming, and I think that an attack of opportunity, kind of the spirit of that is that you don't know it's coming. So. Yeah. I'm going to say no on that particular one.
Okie dokie.
Alright, Sage's dudes are up. Well, I should say Sage and her people, because she's part of this group. And they can take out one of the guys. Okay, next up are the soldiers. One of them is going to attack you, Joshamee. 23. Or 22, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's going to do her.
And that's 7 points of damage.
Okay. Do I round up or down when I have it with my...
You can use your dodge.
I don't remember. Is it... Do you round up or round down?
I think you round down on having.
Okay.
And then with their other two attacks, they're going to go after Sage's people here. They kill one of them. Brunhilde, you're up.
Have you got a success or a fail yet?
That's a fail. That's a 5.
All right. Joshamee.
We're going to go after this guy.
Or you don't get crit.
19 plus 5, 24.
Yep.
And then 10 plus 5, 15 with the short sword.
No.
No? Okay. 7 points of slashing damage.
Yup. He dead. Okay, so Sage's guys are going to roll. Okay, so that's going to end with 2 of the soldiers being killed.
We're getting massacred out here.
Okay.
That's what you get.
Now the soldiers are up. First attack, they're going to go after Joshamee. That is an unnatural 20.
Oh, yup. Yup.
For 7 points of damage.
Alright, uncanny dodge. Fuck you.
For 3. Okay. Then they're going to go after Sage and her men.
You only get one of those per round, right?
When did I use it? I used it last time they attacked.
Right.
Oh, so
but last time
it has been a whole round.
There's technically only one combatant in the order because I'm treating all the soldiers as a single combatant and doing multiple attack rolls.
There are 4 people in the order,
Enemy soldiers, Brunhilde.
No, I know that.
Friends.
I thought you did your uncanny dodge for the opportunity attack, but I just remembered we didn't.
I told him he could.
Never mind, ignore me.
So they are not able to get any kills off Sage's men on that one. Brunhilde, you're up.
Oh, come on. Daddy needs a new pair of not dead
20,
characters.
At least it's success.
That's another fail.
Okay, so you got one success, 2 fails?
Knocking
Yep.
on death's
Okay.
door.
Joshamee, you're up.
The last guy I fought is dead now, right? I killed him the last time I was fighting. I think so, right? Because that was what I did on my last turn, was killed him. All right,
Correct.
Cool. So I don't have to disengage anybody. So Joshamee gonna look over and see that Brunhilde is turning a couple shades green.
She was powerful enough to save her allies, but not powerful enough to save herself.
You got your allies into this.
Joshua gonna realize that she's not looking good at all, so fuck it. And he runs over and I'm gonna do medicine check.
Okay, so I just want to give this here. So this fight is taking place in a hallway, right?
Yeah.
Very close quarters.
Yep.
If
Daredevil level?
Yes, pretty much. About that same level of not that same level of hallway, but given the number of combatants, about that tightness. If you stop to do a medicine check on her now, you are opening yourself up to very bad things, because you are literally going to be doing a medicine check with swords flying right over the top of your head.
Don't do it.
So I'm
Here's
just
the thing. I'm a rogue with cunning action, meaning I can hide after I'm done.
So Rick's gonna lose another character to play as.
okay.
Rick, just don't do it, man.
Just don't do it.
Just
All
don't
right.
do it.
I mean, if I'm warning you, like, whatever options you want to do, I'm just warning you that you are opening yourself up because you are going to be helping her.
You know what? Yeah, no, he wouldn't. He wouldn't risk his own skin to do that in this type of scenario. So carry on, Waywardson. We're gonna fight. Longsword got 21.
Okay. That's gonna hit, yeah.
Okay. And then another 21 with the short sword.
That also hits.
Okay. So longsword. Cool. 4 points of damage. And then the short sword is 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay. So that's what, 6 total?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, so you do some damage to this dude. Sage's men are up now, and they kill one of the soldiers. Okay, now the soldiers are up. They're gonna go after Joshamee here. That's like a 12. That's not gonna hit.
Nope.
Alright, they kill one of Sage's men here. Okay, Brunhilde, you're up.
We're good. 15?
Okay.
Last one.
Oh my gosh.
Holy God.
Knock, knocking on heaven.
Joshamee, your companion's life hangs in the balance. Enemies are raging all around you. What are you gonna do?
Well, let's see. Fight or flight. Home.
Grab her body and start dragging. We'll never get a
He's
better
going to keep
opportunity.
going on the attack.
Okay.
Longsword. I don't know why I'm taking the time. That's like 11.
Nope.
Yeah. Short sword is 22.
Yep.
And that's 4 points of piercing damage and sneak attack.
Okay.
So an additional 6 points of damage.
Okay, this dude's looking pretty beat up that you've been cutting on. Sage's men are up now. They actually kill 3 of the soldiers with that. So, since we ended that round of combat, I was going to give you an update. There are still 26 soldiers left. Sage and her men have been reduced down to 14. And
They're actually making pretty good progress.
now the soldiers are up. They actually killed 2 of Sage's men. And then they are going to go after Joshamee.
Hey, howdy, hey.
That is a 13.
Yep.
3 points of damage.
Uncanny, can I? Yeah,
you can
uncanny dodge, bitches.
So you only take 1 point.
You were so lucky.
Brunhilde.
It's uncanny.
If you love me, let me go. I got a 6.
Oh my god. Brunhilde dead.
She did.
With a final gasp of air, Brunhilde breathes her last in the dark corridors of the castle of the city of Bloodvarin. And she is dead.
Just realized this was your fault.
Yeah.
Not only did
like you said, no
let
one
yourself
forever.
get captured and brought in here, you're the one who turned to fight these schmucks.
It's it's not me though. It's the character.
Yep.
It's what the character would do.
Yep.
She was valiant and wasn't going to leave her
That's why I
friends
did
behind.
medicine check you. It's what the character would do.
As Brunhilde exhales her last breath, throughout the entire city of Bloodvarin, seemingly coming from the air, there is a loud, resounding sound of a hammer slamming against an anvil that everyone in the city hears as a final send-off from her god Moradin. Joshamee, what are you doing? I think you actually noticed that Brunhilde is not breathing anymore.
So he's gonna. He'll still attack, but while he's doing this, he's going to also, it's like that thing in the movies where they are speaking during combat to their companions.
Okay.
To make it known to her compatriots that Brunhilde has fallen and is dead.
Okay.
So, but anyways, on to the combat part. Oh, that there is going to be a 9 with the longsword. And 18 with the short sword.
Okay, short sword hits.
Okay, so going to do a sneak attack with it. It's 11 points of piercing damage.
Okay. You kill the guy you were fighting with.
Oh, and his whole spiel while talking all kind of ends with the what should we do now?
Okay.
Because this was all Brunhilde's idea.
Was that just a question to the ether, or are you looking for a
it's more
response?
towards Sage.
Okay. My men are willing to go the distance if you are. Let's try and finish this.
Oh, goody, just what I wanted to hear. Okay.
All right. Okay, and they kill one of the soldiers. Next up are the soldiers. Okay, they don't kill any of Sage's men. They are, however, going to go after Joshamee. That's an 8. That's not going to do it.
Nope.
Joshamee, you're up.
All right. So, again, he's going to continue conversing during combat.
Okay.
So,
What are you saying here?
well, so I've got an idea that we might be able to undo what she stupidly did to herself, but we're going to have to get out of here alive. Literally out of this entire place.
Okay, what'd you roll for your damage? Or for your attack, I'm sorry.
Short sword is 14, long sword's 14.
Nope.
Short sword is 18.
Yes.
Okay. And with sneak attack, that brings it to 10 points of piercing damage. So you remember how that stupid cowboy got tossed in the gelatin thing?
Yes, I remember.
We could do that with her, and then they figure out whatever the hell they're gonna do with their people then afterward.
I mean, we can try. That was like mere moments after his death. I don't know if
I know
this works the same
and everything, and decay.
And so she looks around. Should we just go now?
I'm leaving that up to you. I'm not very tactically inclined.
Well, if that's what you want to do, then I think we need to get her out as soon as possible.
Yeah, probably a smart idea, like you mentioned, the decay and all that.
Okay,
let's skedoodle boodle out of here.
Okay, so Sage directs one of her men to grab Brunhilde's body, and you slowly back your way down the hallway, and once you've created enough space, turn and start running away from this attacking force.